Maddie and Frank are a married couple going through a rough patch. After a big fight, their 18-year-old daughter, Alice, runs away from home. Late at night, on a deserted forest road, she hits a girl who appears out of nowhere. When they find out, Maddie and Frank rush to her aid, but on the way, disturbing details emerge. It turns out Alice was driving under the influence, and contrary to what she initially said, she never called the police or an ambulance. And while Maddie and Frank are speeding to their daughter's rescue, a car pulls up next to Alice, occupied by a suspiciously overly helpful couple. Hallow Road has a runtime of 80 minutes. The first 6 minutes are abstract, atmospheric shots of the nighttime forest and Maddie and Frank's sleeping house, while the closing credits take up almost 8 minutes at the end. That leaves just over an hour of actual plot, but to the filmmaker's credit, that remaining hour has no filler, not even a single unnecessary shot. Yes, as is often the case, this isn't quite a full feature film, but more of a stretched out short. However, it's so dense and cohesive that you won't even think to complain. Following all the rules of drama, Hallow Road is divided into 3 acts, each of which drastically changes not only the course of the story, but also its very genre. The first half hour is a family drama where the worried parents argue about how to help their child, who is in shock on the other end of the phone line. Frank is sure they must save Alice by any means necessary, even at the cost of the truth, while Maddie, who is an EMT herself, isn't convinced that hiding evidence and covering their tracks is the best option. The characters spend the first half hour in a heated phone call where emotion clashes with reason, after which new voices cut into the line. Maddie and Frank hear another car stop near Alice and an overly concerned woman's voice asking if she needs help. Will the strangers see the body? What are their intentions? What are they even doing deep in the woods at 3 a.m. on October 31st? It's all unknown and very intriguing. In the third act, the domestic suspense transforms into a mystical parable about choice, guilt, and retribution. The already sinister nighttime forest becomes a purgatory for the characters, and the stakes, as it turns out, are much higher than just a potential prison sentence for involuntary manslaughter. Visually, Hallow Road is austere. We spend most of the time inside Frank and Maddie's car, listening to their tense conversations with Alice, who is represented on screen only by her childhood photo from the phone's contact list. The main strength here is the acting. Rosamund Pike and Rhys masterfully perform every close-up. Director Babak Anvari is a master of intelligent horror, and he turns the minimalism of the production into a weapon. An interesting but formally simple, scary story from screenwriter William Gillies gains in his hands the intensity of a psychological drama and the elegance of a folkloric parable. In the end, Hallow Road is a rare example where a contained format is not a bug, but a feature, one that doesn't limit the effect but amplifies it.